Hi, Capricorn. I decided to randomly pick a sign, and that's you, Capricorn, to do a random love reading. So, let's take a look at what's going on for you, Capricorn, in love. So, I already shuffled the cards and laid out the spread, looking at the past, present, and future, and your focus. So, wow. What I'm seeing here is your focus. You got this King of Pentacles and you got Judgment here. Okay. So this is the focus. I feel like this could be male or female, but I am basing this on because this is the King of Pentacles that came out. I'm looking at this as representing a man. So I feel like, Capricorn, that there's a man who is in a relationship, perhaps married, because there is a house here in the background. And he is sitting, and there's a woman on the opposite side of him looking at him, and she doesn't look fucking happy with him at all. And he's just sitting there, and he kind of looks defeated. He got the horn as if like to blow the horn to say he gives up, or he's just done, right? He just looks over it. He doesn't look like he's putting up a fight, and she looks like she's just getting started. Okay, so this may be his wife, or you know, his mate, or just someone he's committed to, or at least that's the understanding, perhaps. And there's a house in the background. So she's not happy, he's not happy. And I feel like this man has cheated on her, because if you take a look up here in his mind and his hair, there is at least two female faces here. So he's at least cheated twice with two different women. So she looks like she's dealt with this shit before. Now, he may have some entanglements with these two women in some way, still connected somehow to them. Perhaps he may be in love with them still, or he may be trying to, or this could be, maybe one of them is her and the other one is someone else. I say that because, they both look different. But this is someone who's cheated before, but he's weighed down by, the thoughts of these women, or his dealings with these women, because they're tangled in his hair. Okay? He may even be bound in some way. So he looks miserable, right? And it's with Judgment. So, and this is an interesting Judgment here, because this angel is like deceased and blown the horn. Okay? It's as if she's dredging up all the shit he did. Like, yeah, you still at your shit. You're still doing this. And she's calling it all back up. Okay? Shit that was supposed to be dead and buried. Or, maybe, I'm picking up now. There's others of you where he cheated, yes, but he stopped. He stopped cheating, but she hasn't let it go that he cheated before. And she keeps bringing this up. And he doesn't seem to be able to know how to satisfy and make amends And he seems to have been at this for quite some time. And she just is not letting it go, no matter what he does to fix it. So it's like two sets, two groups here. Okay, you got where the man is cheated for sure, but there's a set where the man is caught again, and there's a set of men where he has stopped and he's been trying to fix it, and he can't seem to come up with how to resolve or make amends for his actions, and she's not letting up with that shit. See that? Now what's interesting here is that they're not inside the house, right? They're not inside the house. So, but also she, I feel, has cheated too, because inside there's a man within her. So either she has cheated too and he just never found out, or she's cheating now and she's just able to hide it better, because there's a male figure like inside her, while his is exposed where she can see it up here in his hair. So she's cheated. She just hasn't gotten caught. And so she's been on his ass. Okay? And she's not let go, whether this is those of whom has caught him now again, or for those of whom he can't seem to make amends and have this put behind him because it just won't be buried. So in the past, there's the Eight of Cups. So with love in the past for this King of Pentacles, as you can see, there's 8 cups, but the cups start out really small and then they grow over time. So this King of Cups, when he started out, okay, he didn't invest much, okay, in the relationship. He put very little into it, but over time he continued to invest into the relationship. And now it's where he's put everything into it. Her too. Well, really him, I feel. He put very little into the relationship. He put more into the relationship over time. But I feel that she always put everything into it. And she is unfulfilled. Okay? She's unfulfilled in the relationship. She's given it everything she's got. And she's unfulfilled, but she's also not walking away. She's not walking away. She's kind of hanging over that cup because she's put everything into this cup. There's a house here involved. She's probably been with him for 8 years, but a long time. But the man only invested over time, and he's put a lot into it too. And now he's given everything, and he is also unfulfilled. And it's with the 7 of Swords. And this is in the past. And that's because there's cheating in the past. There was cheating. There was stepping out in the past. You see, this man is taking 4 swords and looking back, and there's, taking 3 swords and looking back, and there's 4 swords left behind. So I feel like she knew, because here there's like a face here, like eyes, as if he's sneaking and thought he was getting away, but she knew, I feel, and he was creeping off. And meanwhile, he was creeping off at a time where, as far as he understood, or perhaps as far as things were between them, things were at peace. So this was just something he just wanted to do. It wasn't like things were bad or there were any problems, because there's four swords here. Things were at rest. And maybe he was bored, but he stepped out. But she knew. She knew. But she continued to invest. And perhaps she hoped he would realize what he had at home, that his real peace and happiness was at home and not whatever it was he was going out looking for. Now, also with the Seven of Swords, it's kind of like a circusy vibe going on here. So perhaps he escaped because things were not as peaceful, or was hard for peace to happen here. Or if peace was supposed to be at home, things may have been going on, that affected the relationship in their environment, where what should have been peaceful was not necessarily happening because it was a lot going on around, or indirectly affecting the relationship perhaps. So in the present, we have the Hierophant and Temperance, two major arcanas. So there could be a Taurus involved here with the Hierophant, and there could be a Sagittarius involved here, or just energies in the chart. So at present, with these energies here, I feel like he's lost faith, or he may feel that he's experiencing some servitude, or that things are just too conservative or too rigid at home. But this isn't someone that seems to be wanting to be really committed. But on the other hand, for her, I feel that she just has a blind devotion to what they have. And she wants to keep it under lock and key. In fact, there's a lock here. There's a lock here. The crow seems to be trying to speak to this person, to this Pope, and he's despondent, not listening. So it's like, for her, she's refusing to see that this relationship is not working. That what she's trying to perhaps resurrect here, that is dead. It's not going to be resurrected. And her holding over his head his past actions isn't keeping him there. Or if it is not fixing what's wrong. And it's not making either of them happy. I don't even feel that who she is creeping with, or did creep with, because maybe she's not doing this anymore, but she did at some point, is making her happy either. Perhaps she did this to keep score. But also I want to point to that these two don't have any roots. Roots should be in the ground, but theirs are going straight up. So perhaps the relationship that they formed was something that really didn't have a firm foundation. that they had a lot of ideas, but the ideas, that's as far as it went, and they built on the ideas without it really being a firm foundation. I don't feel like there was really a connection, because again, this was someone that put very little into the relationship, and it only put more into it over time, only to come to a place of unfulfillment anyway, for both of them. So I feel that this wasn't, their coming together was based on perhaps money or status, but this wasn't built on love or a real connection where they were able to have roots with one another. I don't even feel that they get each other truly, or really even know each other here. They're complete. Now, it's fine to be two different people, but I don't think they ever really got each other. Like perhaps the only thing that really they understood was money and status, um, you know, a certain lifestyle perhaps. It was like surface shit, things that were superficial, things that don't sustain a relationship. But they did manage to build. And so with the temperance here, you see he, but I feel more her, put a lot into trying to keep it balanced, trying to do things to maintain harmony with the relationship. But you see how even she's struggling, like she don't even know what that means, because look at her, she's distraught looking in her ability to temper things. Okay, I feel that she has perhaps given all of herself somehow into a commitment blindly, like she just wants to keep this commitment, and she has found herself in a, instead of really healing it, more in a place of servitude opposed to it becoming balanced. And there's like a disconnect of being able to understand the difference. Someone's being henpecked, I feel, here. Perhaps the man is. I would say the man is. Because, again, he looks to have given up. But there's no real balance here. There's no harmony for her, or with what she's doing, or what she thinks she's doing. And there's no real balance or harmony for him. You see that her dress is even becoming worn. So whatever they think, or she thinks she's trying to stabilize here, she's not, it's slowly unraveling, falling apart. But she's committed to keeping this relationship despite the fact that she's not happy, and he is giving up on the relationship. He's given up trying to make amends, and he's just going through the motions with the Hierophant. And for the men who have, or who has cheated recently, he's just, he is just not committed anymore. This has gone, he's absent. If he's there, he's absent. You know, he may be physically present, but he has left and he wants to leave. If he's been trying, had been trying, it's not working. It's coming undone. And so in the future, there's this Two of Wands and the Five of Swords. Interesting, right? This is in the future. So what I'm seeing here, Capricorn, and you can change this, male or female, however it applies. Take what resonates, leave behind what doesn't. But with this Two of Wands, someone's planning or someone wants to take control of what's going on and make a decision. Perhaps both of these people want to make a decision here. I feel that she has decided, because in this Two of Wands, the ponytail is also a snake. And she has decided to dominate this situation. Now, for the man who has been trying to make amends for his past discretions, she's going to continue to dominate this situation and going to make sure his life is a living hell. Okay? Because she has dealt with his cheating more than once, where she was vulnerable, and to where that cheating happened enough that she has a shield up, a shield and a guard, where she's not able to recognize that if you're going to decide to still stay together, and he wants to make amends, she can't even see that he's trying to make amends, that he's trying to be with her the right way because of what he's done before. And so now that he's trying to do right, it doesn't matter, because she can't let go of the pain of the past and the shield she already has up. So he's going to always find his head on a pike. And so you got this guy here off to the side, just kind of off in the distance, looking back at what's going on. This might be that guy that she cheated with, who left, realizing that the shit is crazy, or he's just moving on. Or maybe he comes and goes when he can, or when she is available, because she is nude. And so this is a woman where, even though she's working on she's determined to keep this commitment despite her unfulfillment his unfulfillment, even though he's giving it his all, she's not only dealing with the pain of this relationship, but the pain of this kind of thing happening to her before that she didn't heal from. That also is playing into this. Now, for this man, he, I feel, is at a place of just defeat right now. But I feel that a spark of inspiration in the future is starting, where he may see that this is a lost cause, and he may begin to plan an exit, because this is dead. This is over. She's not letting go of what he did. She keeps rehashing it. This is not healing. And he's at a loss no matter what he does. And so he may come to the realization, because I'm bringing it to all this red, and for me the red is the root chakra, where he finds himself at a space of focusing then on his survival, his own security, what matters to him then, and taking matters into his hands to move towards that. Now, for others where she has caught him cheating again, and she is calling him out on his shit, she has decided that she's made a decision. She too is not letting this commitment go. She also has a blind faith, or blind, I shouldn't say blind faith, but she's just blind to that she wants this commitment no matter what, even though it's not healing. And she plans to block any more of his cheating attempts. This is what she intends to do. She plans to block him with this three swords here. She plans to block any further cheating acts, any attempts of him trying to go be someplace else, be with someone else, cheat with someone else, or even to leave. And what he's going to find is that his plans will be thwarted, because she is going to be very savvy. She may even have the support of friends to help her with this, where he will be blocked. He will be blocked. But also I feel he may know that she perhaps have the potential to be volatile to some degree, which would make her being able to block him doable, because he's going to want to diffuse her. He may be worried about what she may do to who he's cheating with, and he may give up for a while to calm her down. So that's what I have for you, Capricorn. For those of you that this message resonates. For those of you that it doesn't, and this is not what's going on, then this message is not for you. So you don't have to give me comments about how this isn't you, and you don't have to thumbs down me, okay? But for those of you that this message resonates, this is what I see for June. Thanks for watching. Bye.